Welcome back to Grammar Grade 10. This is Unit 6, Lesson 42, and today we take on the single most common agreement mistake in the whole language. It is not a hard rule, but it fools people every single day, in essays, in emails, even in print. The trap is a small group of words that slips in between the subject and the verb, and quietly drags that verb to the wrong number. Let's learn to see it coming and to shut it down. Let's lay the ground first. A verb must agree with its subject in number. If the subject is singular, one thing, the verb takes its singular form. If the subject is plural, more than one, the verb takes its plural form. The dog barks, the dogs bark. Simple enough. And when the subject and the verb are sitting right next to each other, almost nobody makes a mistake. But sentences are not always that tidy. Very often, other words come crowding in between them, and the instant they do, a question opens up. Which word is the real subject? Here is the trap in its purest form. Listen to this sentence. The box of nails are heavy. Did that sound almost okay to you? Plenty of people would let it slide right past. The word sitting closest to the verb is nails, and nails is plural, so the ear reaches for a plural verb. But that is the wrong word to match. Now the correct version. The box of nails is heavy. What is actually heavy? The box. There is one box, so the verb must be singular. The nails were never the subject at all. They are riding along inside a prepositional phrase, of nails, and a noun tucked inside a prepositional phrase can never be the subject of the sentence. So what do we do about it? Here is the method, and it is beautifully simple. Move 1. Cross out every prepositional phrase in the sentence. You already know these from Lesson 10 and Lesson 19. A preposition followed by its object. Of nails. On the team. From the coach. In the top drawer. With his younger brother. Draw a line right through them, or gray them out in your mind. Move 2. Find the simple subject that is left standing. The bare noun we met back in Lesson 13, with all the extra baggage stripped away. Move 3. Match the verb to that word and to nothing else. And here's the principle underneath the whole thing. A noun sitting inside a prepositional phrase is the object of that preposition, and the object of a preposition can never be the subject of the sentence. Never. Cross it out, and the confusion goes out with it. Let's run the method on 2 sentences and watch it do its job. First, the box of nails is heavy. Cross out the phrase of nails and see what is left. The box. One box, so the subject is singular, and the verb must be singular too, is heavy. The verb answers to the subject, and only to the subject. Watch how that link jumps clean over the phrase in the middle, as if it were not even there. Now the second sentence. The players on the team are ready. Cross out on the team, and we're left with the players. That is many players, so the subject is plural, and the verb goes plural, are ready. And here's the beautiful part. The phrase in the middle can be singular or plural, long or short, and it changes absolutely nothing about the verb. Now let's make sure the trap can spring in both directions, because the phrase does not care which way it fools you. First, the color of the uniforms is red. The phrase is of the uniforms, and uniforms is plural, so your ear is begging you to write are. Do not listen to it. Cross the phrase out, and the subject is color. One color, so the verb is singular, is red. Now watch the mirror image. The letters from the coach were lost. This time the phrase is from the coach, and coach is singular, so the ear wants was. Cross it out, and the subject is letters. Many letters, so the verb is plural, were lost. Either way, the rule holds. The phrase in the middle has no vote. Now for the sneakiest version of all. There is a small family of phrases that are not conjunctions, even though they sound exactly like one. Look at them. Along with, as well as, in addition to, together with. Every one of them feels like the word and, doesn't it? It sounds like you were adding a second person to the subject. But they are only phrases. They do not build a compound subject the way the word and does. Here is the sentence. The captain, as well as the players, is ready. Not are ready, is ready. Why? Because the subject is still just the captain. One captain. That phrase is set off by commas. It is extra information, and it has no power at all to change the number of the subject. Compare it with a real conjunction. The captain and the players are ready. That word and truly joins two subjects, and now the verb turns plural. So watch those commas. If a phrase is tucked between them, cross it out and let the original subject pick the verb. Let's put the whole lesson on a single card. Step 1. Cross out every prepositional phrase. And cross out those comma phrases too, the ones like as well as the players. Step 2. Whatever noun is left standing is your simple subject. Step 3. Match the verb to that word, and to that word only. And if you remember nothing else from today, remember this. The phrase in the middle has no vote. It can be long, it can be plural, it can sound loud and important, and it still does not get to pick the verb. Cover it with your finger, read the sentence without it, and your ear will nearly always land on the right answer. Ready to practice? Time to practice. In this first set, I'll read you a sentence with two verbs to choose from. Cross out the prepositional phrase in your head. Find the simple subject, and pick the verb that matches it. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. The stack of magazines sit or sits on the table. Cross out the phrase of magazines. What is left standing? The stack. There is one stack, singular, so the verb has to be singular as well. The answer is sits. The players on the winning team was or were exhausted. The phrase here is on the winning team, and team is singular, which is exactly what tempts you toward was. Cross the phrase out. The subject is players, and that is plural, so the answer is were. The flavor of the berries is or are tart. Berries is plural, and it sits right up against the verb, so your ear practically screams are. Ignore it. Cross out of the berries, and the subject that remains is flavor. One flavor, singular, so the correct verb is the singular one. In this second set, the phrases get trickier. Some of them are those comma phrases we just met, the ones that look like conjunctions but are not. Remember, only the simple subject gets to pick the verb. Pause and try each one before I answer. The coach, along with the players, celebrate or celebrates the win. Along with is not a conjunction, so it does not build a compound subject. Cross the whole comma phrase out. The subject is the coach, and there is only one coach, so the answer is celebrates. The lights above the mirror flicker or flickers at night. The phrase above the mirror ends in a singular noun, mirror, and that pulls your ear toward flickers. Cross it out. The subject is lights, which is plural, so the answer is flicker. My cousin, as well as her friends, is or are coming. This is the classic trap, so take your time. As well as sounds just like the word and your ear wants the plural verb are. But as well as is not a conjunction. It cannot create a compound subject. Cross out the whole comma phrase, and the subject that remains is my cousin. One cousin, so the verb stays singular. The correct answer is coming. Let's gather it all up. When a prepositional phrase comes between the subject and the verb, it never changes the number of the subject. The object of a preposition is not the subject, and it never will be. So cross out every phrase, find the simple subject that remains, and match the verb to that word and to nothing else. The box of nails is heavy. The players on the team are ready. And keep an eye out for that little family of impostors, along with, as well as, in addition to, together with. They are not conjunctions. They do not make a compound subject, and the verb still answers to the original subject. The captain, as well as the players, is ready. Practice this one until it is automatic, because it will rescue you again and again. Next time, we'll see what happens when the subject is a word like each, everyone, or several. I'll see you there.